Heading to the gym. Got my pre-gym X, Dragonberry, and then my green apple dextrose for intra-carbs. It's leg day today. Gonna need the extra carbs.
Alright, so today was leg day. Started off with hack squat. Rep range is 8 to 12. And you can see that here tempo is a huge thing. Trying to have a nice slow descent and a nice solid contraction up. We're looking at time under tension, just controlling the weight, feeling the contraction. And it's hard to tell from this angle, but my feet are all at the bottom of the platform to maximize knee and toe flexion. This makes definitely the movement harder compared to having your feet a lot higher up in the platform. Becomes more quad focused, then you kind of lose your hamstring and your glute into the movement with your legs that high. So keep your heels down as far as you can to get that knee over toe flexion as you're just kind of mimicking that squat movement. Moving into the second set, I think I was only able to get like 13 reps here. I did add 50 pounds. Definitely felt a lot heavier. You'll see me struggle as I get to the top rep range. I'm able to execute off, but still, even with the increased weight, you can see that I'm focusing on my contraction, focusing on my descent. Again, time under tension is the name of the game here. We want to focus and feel that muscle moving and contracting. We're not just trying to move the weight. A lot of guys will come in here and let their egos dictate what weight they use, and they shorten their range of motion, and they're just not maximizing or optimizing their workouts. One of the best things I can advocate for is controlled tempo on every movement. This is when it comes to legs, chest, I'm talking bicep, tricep, shoulder exercises. It's vital. All right, now we're moving into leg extension. And again, you can see it's nice, slow and controlled, solid contraction at top, slight pause at the top as well, really squeezing my quads as hard as I can. Weight is mediocre here. Again, it's a good weight selection for my rep range, which I think is 12 to 15. So at that 15 number, it's getting to be difficult. You'll see here as I get closer to that rep that I'm not able to hold that contraction as hard. I'm not able to get my legs extended as hard. And I'm just getting some force reps in. Hamstring curls, you can see that I'm sitting real far forward. I readjust my hands once or twice. I'm doing this to push my hips back and get my hamstrings to stretch as far as possible. Good solid contraction. Hold at the bottom, slow at the top.
Moving straight into straight leg deadlift, another hamstring focused exercise. The important things to be cognizant of here is bar path and your hip path. So the bar should be moving relatively straight up and down if we were taking this shot from the side. And your hips should be moving backwards. So you're pushing your hips back, which causes your hamstrings to stretch. And like a hip thrust, as you're pulling the weight back up, you're focusing on contracting and squeezing your hamstrings and squeezing your glutes together. This will cause your hips to come forward, which is what causes the bar to touch your quads. It's this contraction that is going to exhaust the hamstring. No leg day would be complete without calf raises. You want to focus on getting as low as you can and a nice solid contraction at the top. I broke my tibia, my left leg in February this year, and so I can't get as deep as I used to be able to, but still try to focus on that peak top contraction. I think rep range was 20 here.